Extreme freezing temperatures didn't deter Sarka Moore from attending one of former President Donald Trump's final 2024 Iowa Caucus campaign events. It also didn't dampen her plans to show up in person to support him on caucus night.
I'm excited, very excited. It's my first time.
Moore, an immigrant from the Czech Republic, spent time researching the caucus process as a first-time participant, motivated to support Trump.
I love his policy. Everything was great under Trump's administrations. No wars. Economy was great. And there wasn't like open border.
We want to thank the great people of Iowa. Thank you. We love you all.
Trump's campaign resonated with Iowans, who braved the cold and ice across the state to deliver him a win with one of the largest margins of any Republican candidate in the contest's history.
You know, I would say this is a pretty good turnout.
Jan Good cast her vote at a caucus site inside a high school gymnasium in the Des Moines suburb of Ankeny.
And I think the people that were absolutely determined were going to be here. I do know of some folks that were older and they chose not to get out. It was slippery coming in.
Good's vote went for Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who won the overall count at her specific caucus site.
DeSantis, 63.
We're caucusing for what we believe in, and I think that DeSantis is what I believe in, and I still appreciate Trump. I appreciate what he did. I appreciate how he got it done. I appreciate who he was at the time. Unfortunately, rightly or wrongly, chaos follows him.
DeSantis edged former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley to take second place in Iowa. Businessman Vivek Ramaswamy, who finished fourth, bowed out of the race and endorsed Trump. Among those who finished at the bottom of the results is former Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson, who didn't hold back his criticism of Trump on the campaign trail.
People don't like hard truth. And if they have an opinion on something and someone speaks against that opinion, they don't think as much of you. And so your negatives go up a little bit, but I also have confidence that I've spoken in the right way. I've spoken as a gentleman. I've spoken what I believe. And that, in the end, is what is important.
Both Democrats and Republicans typically participate in the Iowa caucuses, but this year Democrats turned to mail-in ballots for their presidential preference, with incumbent President Joe Biden expected to win that final tally. Democrats are focusing on the South Carolina primary in February as their first major election event, amid criticism that Iowa and New Hampshire aren't diverse or big enough to play a prominent role early in the nomination process, something Iowa's former Republican governor, Terry Branstad, disagrees with.
The system that we have, the Iowa caucuses followed by the New Hampshire primary, means that real people in the caucus state of Iowa, in the primary state of New Hampshire, have an important say in choosing who the leader of this country is going to be.
The campaign for the Republican nomination now shifts to New Hampshire, a state which looks to have better weather and perhaps turnout than Iowa, as it hosts the first in the nation primary election January 23rd. Kane, Farabaugh, VOA News, Des Moines, Iowa.